I feel like you clicked on this video for a reason. I feel like you need a spiritual journey, because otherwise, why would you click on this video? And honestly, it could be a sign. I'm just gonna say that. But we'll talk about some things. I'll explain some things. And then if it aligns with whatever's been going on with you or resonates with you, then maybe we come along this journey together. So I feel like you've been feeling very anxious, worried, scared, angry, a ball of negative emotions that you feel like you can't control. You see people that are happy, go lucky, and you're like, why can't that be me? Or that's crazy, that's fake, because I'm real. Because apparently being angry, sad, anxious, depressed, all these things all the time is real. And I say this because I used to feel the same way. I used to look at people really happy and be like, they're fake. There's some people that are really genuinely happy all the time. And I'm here to say that you can be that person. I know what you're saying right now is, oh, I can't be that person, get that person. Stop the limiting beliefs. Stop the limiting beliefs right now. You can. So, spiritual journey. What's this about? I launched a little reel series on my Instagram that is continuing on right now as I upload this video. It's a 2 to June challenge. We started April 1st. We're going to continue till June and see what happens, right? See how life has improved with these different concepts that I've been introducing on my Instagram, because I've already been through a 2-month journey. I realized, and I was feeling so much better and more tapped in and linked into the universe in a way that I never felt I was before. So I've really genuinely felt the need to explain that to people. And I'm still new to this, but I feel it, and I feel all these positive changes, and I was like, I need to share this with people. So if you've been feeling that negative way and you're trying to get control of your emotions, you're trying to get control over these things, this is a video for you. Okay, if you want more of a, not abundance of content, because this is a longer form video, but if you're looking for like more short videos but I'm covering more topics, you can go to my Instagram. But this is gonna like recap a lot of that stuff. So when I launched the journey, I talked about 4 initial steps that you should take. So the first is setting your intentions of what you want to do in this journey, but in a general sense, just what you want in your life, what's holding you back, what are you wanting, whether it's love, success, money, whatever it is. Set your intentions. The second thing, so it was a mind, body, spirit journey, right? Because I think we got to work on all that to be happy. The second thing was fixing whatever you're eating to align with whatever goals you have, whether it's just eating healthy, lose weight, gain muscle, whatever it is. Do your research and get the foods that you need. Third is creating a workout routine. I think that's super important. I think fitness and movement in general is just so important, especially in a day and age in which there's a lot of work from home. There's a lot of desk jobs, we're not moving around like we should. And then I feel like there's all this pent up energy, stress, anxiety inside because we're not moving. And it really does release, like whether it's the music you're listening to, whether it's the actual movement you're doing. There's sometimes when I used to go to the gym, because I used to do competitive cheerleading, and I was super like happy during that time, because it was a struggle because I wasn't really good at it, but it gave me an opportunity to set goals for myself and achieve those goals, right? It's always great when you're not really good at something and you're just improving, But once I stopped doing that, I stopped going to the gym, I stopped moving around, and I felt more reactive, and there were things going on in my life. And there would be times when I would like go to the gym and I'd be moving and I'd want to cry. And now that I'm like looking back on it, I'm like, yeah, because you had all this pent up emotion and anger and sadness inside of you. And I don't know, like I'm not an expert on all these things, but I'm just saying from my experience, having more movement in your life is going to fix your mindset. It's going to make you just feel better, look better if that's what you're going for, your version of better, not anyone else's version of better. If you have some feelings about that, go to my other video about You Are Everything, okay? So there's that. And then the fourth thing was affirmations. So one of the affirmations that I think you have to keep in your mind is the universe is working in my favor everything's working in my favor. Everything's working in my favor. That's the one you loop in your mind, whether something does work in your favor and you are like, everything's working in my favor, or something feels like it's not working in your favor and you loop it, because you're going to realize that, yeah, it's fine. You know, whatever bad thing you're worried about, whether you're late or it's a negative interaction you have with someone or whatever it is, and like everything's working in my favor, that's going to fix your mindset, because that's the truth. Everything's working in your favor. If you know your purpose, you're aligned with your purpose, you know what you want to do with your life, and you put that intention out there, then everything at that point is working in your favor towards that intention. I promise you. So those are the four main steps of a spiritual journey: is your intentions, knowing what you want to change, eating the things that are aligned with that, moving so you can have that clarity, I guess, within your body and your mind. And then fourth is affirmations, so you know everything's okay, so you're not running around worried, scared, anxious, angry. Now, by the time I upload this, at this point I haven't talked about this yet, but by the time I upload this should be on my Instagram, or should be coming soon. I talk about journaling, and I got these first two concepts from Margarita Nazarenko. I think she also suggested the book to me, but also a few other people have suggested the book to me, The Daily Stoic. So essentially with journaling, I start with 3 things I'm grateful for. I do my manifestations or affirmations, which is writing down the things that I want as if I already have them, because I know I have them and I know they're coming to me. And then the third thing is listening to The Daily Stoic, a chapter a day. They're only like 1 minute to 2 minutes long. And how that's transformed my life with Stoicism is that it really teaches you not to be reactive. I think that's the most important thing for the spiritual journey, is not being reactive. If you're one of those people that like gets very angry or moved by things, right? Like if someone says something to you, like you're heated, you're mad, you're like, you know, like blank them, whatever, like, oh, like what are, like, who do they think they are, and you're just mad about it all day, that's a problem. And I'm not saying it's like a big problem, because again, everything's fine, but you can release that. You don't have to be angry all day. It's probably fine to be angry for like a minute. If someone says something disrespectful, like, that's disrespectful. I'm not saying it's not disrespect, but we don't have to internalize it. I just read a chapter recently, or listened to a chapter recently, and they said something that I thought was so important. I'm going to put this on my Instagram too. I can't remember the exact words, but this was essentially the idea that I got out of it. Because again, I listened to it, I jot down some things that I got out of it. So I'm going to tell you what I got out of it. They said that when someone does something that you really don't like, offends you, whatever it is, look at the good and the evil within them, and you will find compassion for them, and you'll realize that maybe they thought they were right. In fact, they may have thought you were the one in the wrong, and you did something wrong to them. And even if you felt like you didn't do anything wrong, whatever, that's not the point. Because again, we're not going to hyperfixate on the things that we do wrong, or if we say something wrong, whatever, anymore. Like, let it go, it's fine. You know, if you had good intentions, whatever, hash it out, have an adult conversation. When we get rid of this reactivity and we can just have an adult conversation with people, everything's just way better, you know? But when you do that examination of them, you will realize, oh, okay, like, I'm not gonna take this as personal because they have their own things they're going through, or maybe I did say something that was a little too much, you know? Maybe I was a little mean. I didn't realize it at that time. And then at that point, you can kind of take accountability for the things that you need to take accountability for, or also realize that, okay, this person is going through something that has nothing to do with me, so I'm not going to let their words or how they feel or whatever their attitude is affect my day. It's that simple. And that was so transformative for me, because it's like I'm always like trying to tell someone they're wrong, or like always feel like somebody's wrong, or like I feel like, you know, they say something to me like, oh, like, you know, like if like they go low, we go lower. And I'm not doing that no more. Like, that's just not me anymore, because it's honestly not worth it. Because it's the adrenaline you when you're angry, like that anger that you feel when you're like trying to like go lower than them. Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna tell them, like I'm gonna tell them and teach them. Or that sadness you feel. And you're like, well, if they think that about me, like everyone else thinks that about me, and everything's just like, and everyone's so mean to me. Like, when you let people move you like that, you are not walking in this universe with any control or command over yourself. I have control and command over myself. Now, like I said on my Instagram, maybe at this point. I don't know if I post this video yet or not by the point this is out, but you may feel like you lost your zen because we're not perfect. And some people, you know, as much as you don't want to be reactive, sometimes people catch you on the wrong day, the wrong moment, or you're really shocked at their behavior. And you, my cat's about to eat, and you just like tell them. That's fine. Just try not to do it, but if you do it, it's fine. That's another thing that was so important in the teachings of that book is like, if you fall out of alignment with whatever you're doing or being a stoic, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Like, what's important, this is another part of the book that was really spoke to me, is like, what's important is that you know something's off and you know how to get back to it. Does that make sense? So if you like fight back when you really didn't need to, you come back into yourself, it's the awareness that matters. I think that's what they were saying. It's the awareness that matters. And knowing how to get back to stoicism. And it's always there. It's always there. The concepts are always there. You just have to find your way back. And we don't overly judge ourselves. We're not overly harsh. We just try to be our best. Have awareness, have consciousness, try to be our best every day. And so I feel like this video is getting a little too long at this point. So I'll try to wrap it up. And also he's going to be crunching and munching. Cat. Yeah, so I feel like if you need a spiritual journey, if this has spoken to you, just add these things into your life. Go to my Instagram, take what feels good to you, leave what doesn't. I would try all the things because I've done them and it's been great for me, but that's me. Yeah, I just think, you know, it's all about consciousness, awareness, being one with the universe, being aligned with your purpose, believing in your purpose, having unshakable faith and belief in yourself. Unshakable faith. Now, that doesn't mean you be shaking, you'll be a little scared. But you keep looping those affirmations. Everything's working in my favor, everything's working in my favor, everything's working in my favor. You know, I'm financially free, I'm financially stable, I have the car I want, whatever it is, whatever's been bothering you, you know, and you just loop it, you're going to shift your mindset, you're going to raise your vibration, you're going to be a way happier person, things are going to come to you in ways, in abundance that you've never even thought of, and that's just how it's going to be. It's going to be amazing. And I know this is my last thing, I know you listen to all this and you're like, this sounds amazing, but I don't know, man, I don't know if it's going to work for me. You really got to stop with the limiting beliefs. You really have to stop with those limiting beliefs. You have got to stop it. You have to have belief in yourself and belief that you can be happy. You have got to have belief in yourself and belief that you can be happy. Believe it, because you can. Because this is your one life. Why would you believe anything else? Why would you take this one life that you have of this divine being that you are and believe anything else? There's no reason to believe anything else. You have got to believe in your happiness and your alignment with your purpose. There's a reason you're here. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. You can want to be a mom, want to be a dad, want to be an astronaut, want to be a painter, whatever it is. You know what it is in your soul. And you can have those things. You can have all those things. But you have to believe it. Even if it's just being happy right now. You're just in a rut and you just want to be happy. You just want to be free of like the shackles of being upset. You can do that. Just reprogram your mindset. And it's going to be a little tough. If you had 100% belief, it wouldn't be tough. But it's going to be a little tough to get that 100% belief. I'm saying that as someone that was like you and was like, this is a bunch of hoo-ha, you know? No. You're going to have doubt. And that's fine. That's the other thing. The universe doesn't really care. It doesn't judge you. As long as you're constantly on you're usually on a higher vibration and you're usually thinking the right things, you're fine. You have a second of doubt, who cares? Get back to it. You have a moment of not going to the gym. You have a moment of getting a little mad, getting a little set, you know, reacting. It's fine. It's not about perfection. Don't have those moments and be like, well, this is don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. You have one life, whatever your name is that's watching this. You are the only one. that's you, that was on this planet. Have respect for that person. Have respect for that person that's on this planet. Like, literally, take your eyeballs, put them out here, not literally, see yourself. I'm seeing myself just sitting here. Why am I going to mistreat this person? This divine creature that was placed on this planet. Why am I going to mistreat it? Why am I going to believe it doesn't deserve the best? At the end of the day, you are you, but you are also a person. If you wouldn't treat somebody else like that, why you treat yourself like that? Don't do it. Go on this spiritual journey with me. Go on my Instagram. Or if you just want to listen to things here and try to implement them, that's fine too. Do whatever you want. But I feel like you clicked on this video for a reason, and that is why I'm here. And I'm here for you. Bye. Love you guys. Hope you feel better soon. I know you will.